Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 3. I apologize that I forgot to remind you of anything in the last episode because I was running out of time. I always do that. Anyway, it's definitely after you beat Ridge, but maybe if you do Mechanos first, it'll be after you beat K3. But at some point, definitely before Kaos Kore, I think, or no, Castle Chaos. Well, I called it Kaos Kore. It's Castle Chaos. Probably someone pointed that out to me last time. It's Castle Chaos. Kaos Kore is, I think, the last level. I think it's Castle Chaos. Anyway, this guy, and a lot of people have pointed out before in the past, it's like, what, you couldn't just go grab that flower? Well, the flower wasn't growing before because the Mechanos was polluting the area. Now that it's shut down, we can go grab that flower. But yeah, he gives us the banana bird, so that was Bramble, or Bramble's side quest. Also, we're going to go into the next world. This is... Oh, no, okay, it is Kaos Kore. What am I saying? Castle Chaos must be the last level then. So yeah, Kaos Kore. And yeah, everything that has C in it has to be spelled with a K, because, you know, it's Kremmling. Konveyor rope Klash. I like this. I like this world, or this area, because not only does it have it has good background and stuff, but it has, this is music I think you only hear like twice in this game. Maybe 3 times, but definitely only, not that many. It's very limited. But this song is really, I really enjoy it. It's and it's also kind of reminiscent of the areas in Donkey Kong 2, the jungle areas. But I really love the music that plays here. Anyway, the whole thing about this one is, again, conveyor ropes. These are ropes, but they will move in one direction. Not a very difficult level. It's not too bad to deal with. Again, I keep saying it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but really, they're not too bad. I'll tell you if they're too bad. I'll tell you if they're going to make you want to cry, make you want to weep, make you want to be sad inside. So, I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to talk about 3D. Well, first off, I'm going to say right now, we need to differentiate better, because we have 3 things that stand for 3D, and like, again, the casual, I don't know, did I talk about this again in the rant? I always forget if I ranted about this, and I hate to rant about the same thing over and over again, because then it makes me sound like I'm just this crazy lunatic, always, you know, back in my day, or something. No, I remember talking about something about, but anyway, the 3D, like, I was talking to my friends, and they were saying something about, I told, one of them, or I called talking about one of them, I mentioned 3D, as in 3D, as opposed to, like, the 3D age is finally, or 2D is finally coming back, and 3D is kind of taking a backseat. He's like, no, actually 3D is getting more popular, and I'm like, oh wait, you're talking about the 3D glasses. I was talking about 3D as in, like, you know, 3D animation, 2D animation in terms of the modeling, and there's also 3D games when you, like, explore the world, and then, like, you know, you have 3D models, like New Super Mario Bros. Wii has, like, 3D models, technically, but it doesn't have 3D gameplay. A lot of it actually do more with the games than it does the actual, you know, movies is usually, yeah, 3D models, not really 3D. There's only 3D models in 3D, as in, like, the 3D glasses thing. But yeah, 3D has gotten, mostly it's gotten big because of Avatar, and now everyone's like, 3D, and put 3D on TVs, and 3D, everything 3D. We all need 3Ds, not 2Ds. 2Ds are not good enough, we need 3Ds. Yeah, and even Nintendo's getting on the 3D bandwagon with the 3DS, which, the fact that they're not having to use glasses for that, if they can pull it off, that will probably garner the attention of more casual people, because really, at first I was like, well, wait a minute, casuals aren't going to like that, but I didn't consider the fact that, well, wait a minute, casuals are a lot of people who are casual watchers, or casual watchers of movies, also kind of are casual players of games, usually, or they can be, not necessarily usually. You know, because I'd say Avatar is. I still need to officially watch that. I'm such a hypocrite in that sense, because I do need to watch that. Which I can. I've been busy. But yeah, 3D. But anyway, I'd say that Avatar is more like, you know, it's more like, it's not for someone with. It's kind of something that anyone can watch. It's popcorn flick, in my opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. But first we have Baffle, he reminds me of someone, I guess. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Dave Coulier. Because at the time when I was playing this, I used to watch Full House, or the Full House was always on or whatever. And yeah, he always reminds me of Dave Coulier. Now this guy, the barter, he must have changed his hair because he doesn't have that hat on anymore, and I guess he just took it off. And so anyway, he spiffed himself up supposedly, and he will give us back the mirror for some bear coins. Now we technically don't have to buy this mirror because if you know how to do this, you don't need to even talk to Baffle. Baffle is technically optional, but I felt like doing this because I can, and also kind of a 100% type thing. But anyway, he says that we have to go make an 8 around 2 stones. You see 2 stones in the water, so that's how we get the Banana Bird Cove. We have to make a figure 8 around those 2 stones. Yeah, that's the uses of the mirror. I mean, here we have Creepy Caverns. Creepy Caverns is creepy. We have Ghost Barrels. If you remember from DKC 2, there was Ghost Ropes, which, if you've been to SuperMarioWiki.com, at one point it said like possible animal buddies, and one of them was the ghost ropes. And like, it's funny because they're not even animals. Well, I don't know. Do you consider ghost animals? I don't know if a ghost rat is a ghost rat an animal, or is it just a ghost, or is what is a ghost? A miserable pile of ectoplasm. Anyway, yeah, this level can be somewhat annoying. It's also quite long, actually. Not too long, but it's still quite long. It's not that bad of a level, though. Just again, watch when the barrels are coming, because they'll fade in and out of existence, and you have to be careful, because they'll try and knock you into bees a lot of times. We have, yeah, I died here, because what you have to do is you have to drop down, then throw Dixie under. Like, not like that. Like that. Oh, wait, I must have cut out the death. Well, anyway, yeah, I died there at one point, because you can easily die. But that's what you want to do. Anyway, yeah, with 3Ds, the 3D thing, my thing with the gimmick is, it is a gimmick, and, you know, the fact that already movie companies are already going toward, and I'm going on movies because with, like, you know, Nintendo and gaming, I put my trust, at least in Nintendo, because I think I've heard something about Xbox supposedly already supporting 3D, but none of the other gaming companies have really mentioned much about it. But anyway, I put my faith in Nintendo because I know they make good games, and at least them. I don't know about the third parties. Third parties could probably just ride on the gimmick, and yeah. But Nintendo usually puts good effort into their games, their first party games. So even with the 3D gimmick and the fact that you can turn it off, it's more of just a thing that you can have there. If you want to, again, like, you don't have to watch a movie in 3D. You can watch it in 3D. So, it adds an option. It adds a nice little thing. So, again, I'm hoping that it's not a gimmick. It's more of just, a thing that's added to it, which can add to the game, but doesn't necessarily have to. So, again, though, if you think about this is like, well, okay, you have the option for 3D, but then really all the games are... my wonder is, are you gonna have, if you're allowed to turn it off, you're gonna have games that you can, that you need the 3D to play in, or 3D again, just, for people who might want 3D, which is probably might be what it is, but I don't know. Yeah, I got stuck in the web here. But yeah, but yeah, my thing with, like, movies is, already you have directors who've realized that, oh, we don't have to put effort in, we can just make something that, people will just, be attracted to because of the visuals and stuff, and still make as much money. And with 3D, they're jumping on this bandwagon, again, to charge extra mission to make more money. And, again, I think it also, you're showing the movie in 2D, too, but I think it does hamper some of the, it makes the movie, I don't think the movies, they're putting as much effort in, and already they're not putting much effort in movies, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know how the heck I survived that. I guess because the way I positioned the web, it was, like, going between the web, like, blocking, but whatever, I somehow survived that. Magically. But yeah, I'm doing it correctly now. But yeah, I guess my thing is, with 3D is, A, it's a gimmick to an extent. B, the whole thing about 3D is 3D is supposed to add dimension to it. But really, we already do that. We already do that with artists. Artists have been doing that for decades. With like the perspective and adding depth to paintings. There's already cues, like something that's closer or something that's bigger is usually received to be closer. So and also, like, fading and stuff. Like, we know that that background in this game is, you know, a little bit farther away because of the fact that it's a little bit faded. It's a little bit faded looking, and you know, you got overlap too. There's clues. There's visual clues for depth. And by adding this whole 3D thing, not only does it also, I think, to an extent, I'd say almost hamper creativity. Not 100%. That's not you know, 100% true statement. But I think, you know, if you have the whole 3D thing, I think it also, I think to an extent, I would think it would get rid of some creativity to an extent. I don't know if that's 100% true or even necessarily true at all. But also, I think, you know, I think it's unnecessary. Again, I think it's just something that people are just attracted to the fact that it's this new gimmick that everyone's enjoying, and they don't really, you know, they don't care about it's a gimmick that people just are attracted to. So this has been Big 400 reminding you, gimmick!